Hey guys, this is your girl Suckasy. Welcome to a very impromptu stream. Um, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on for, but I want to really give a whirl to Doki Doki Literature Club. So I've heard nothing but good things about it. I heard it's really twisted, so it's definitely a different than what I usually play. Still, Japanese oriented, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, let's see what happens. I do need to check one thing I forgot to check before I logged in here. Let's see how we're doing here. Let me just do a quick check of something. Okay, we're still good. Okay, yeah. Like I'm not wasting time. Let's just get right into it and see how it goes. Let me know how the audio is for the game. We'll see. Whatever. Let's do this. Hopefully it plays fine. Please enter your name. Sure. So see. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up for her. Hey, Crescendo, how's it going? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Shame. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah, I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I think I kind of was. That's mean, Silky. See, well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me even if you want to. But whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Silky, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. What? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Crescendo! Thank you for the cheer. I appreciate it. Biddies! Thank you so much. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I understand. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? I just said I would. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Moving on. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh, boo. No worries, Crescendo. Thank you for the biddies, and I will see you later. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you'd come to my club. Sayori, yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie, Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware of that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why did you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. You son of a bitch. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Silky C, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Wait. What? 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 Really? The game just crashed on me. Are you kidding me? Lame. I haven't even saved it yet. Let's see what happens if I start it back up again. The game just crashed on me. Wah, wah, wah. Let's see. Stupid game. I know it's not suitable. So let's see if I can fix it. See if it'll load. No, I didn't save it yet. Ugh. Might just put in Silky this time though. Silky. Nope. Silk. Just Silky. Nope. Wait. Oh. Nope. Nope. Silky. Oh, skip. Skip down those already. Come on. This was a long conversation we had. Holy crap. Hey, Jet, how are you? Yep. Okay. Cupcakes, yummy. Let's go. Yep. Now this just happened. No, wait. I want to save. Oh, there's it. Tell me a new member. Hey, Steve. Yeah, Doki Doki. I've heard nothing but twisted things about it, so it caught my attention. Although I do know a good chunk of the story, I have to play it myself. How are you doing, Steve? I told you don't call me a new member. And for the record, I'm kind of skipping through a little bit of this because I just played it and the game crashed on me, so bear with me. Let's run the room. Welcome to Literature. Did this. Yep, I met you. Cute girls is where I left off. Okay, cute girls. What happened? What are you looking at? If you don't want to say something, say it. What has happened to this game? Okay, I might have to like look at this a little later because the game is totally twisted. Huh? What are you doing down here? You should be in bed. Is this supposed to happen? I'm confused. Natsuki. That was weird. Okay, listen. You, go to bed. Come on the other side. 1 second, my daughter's down here. Come here. Other side.
What? I can't.
I need you to get some sleep, okay? It's bedtime. You have to answer in the morning. Oh my god. Okay? Wanna lay in mommy's bed instead? Okay, go and... Okay, you just had your juice with your medicine in it. Mr. Poodles, look at me. He's over there. Yeah, that's my daughter. Okay, take him, go into mommy's bed, and I'll come up in the bed, okay? If you don't go, you're not gonna lay in mommy's bed. I'll see you in a bit, okay? I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I can't go to sleep.
Just lay down, I'll be there. Turn on mommy's bedroom light and get some sleep.
I can be there in 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes, but you gotta close your eyes for me. 5 in a year and a half? Yeah, my daughter is gonna be 6 this year. My son is going to be 4. Let's get back. Yeah, my son's passed out. Oh my god, congratulations, a 3rd? My husband would love you. My husband, I'm pretty sure he wants a 3rd. I don't. My son he's in his 3 teens and it's just a freaking nightmare. I don't think I can handle a 3rd. Plus, I have this thing about odd numbers. If I had a 3rd, I have to go for a 4th, and that's just too many kids. Can't do it. Anyway, okay, let's go on with the story. Yeah, Jet, the baby girl, a little muffin. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably her 1st year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Oh, the shy girl. Oh, the shy girl. Yes, you are definitely in for a wild ride. My friend, actually, sorry, Doki Doki, just give me a second. My girlfriend just had a 3rd as well. She is 2 months. They have 2 boys beforehand. Same age as my children, so 5, 3, and then a few months old. And she's already like, what were we thinking? But the thing was, they really wanted a girl, so that's what they tried for the 3rd. So they're happy they got the girl, but they're just like, what do I do with myself? This is funny. But yeah, I don't think I could do a 3rd. I don't know. Ugh. Anyway. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Monica? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Zilki. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so it genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. 3 girls. Oh, man. Wait, do you... Hey, Jim. He's talking via YouTube. I am doing a restream, so I'm live on Twitch and YouTube and Mixer simultaneously. So you'll see it in my stream, but you won't see it on your chat. If you look at the little icons beside each person's name, you'll see where they're chatting from. Yeah. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Silky. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me here, Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. You're kind of a whiny little bitch. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. That's so high tech. It's not high tech. Actually, I came across it through another streamer. She was doing it. She had a chat up, and I'm like, how are you having? I said, how are you on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time? Because her notification on Twitch, sorry, I was on Twitch, and then a notification for her being live on YouTube popped up on my phone. I'm just like, what is happening? I'm very confused. So she told me about Restream, and I checked it out, and it's kind of a cool idea. I do have a YouTube channel, and I do have a channel on Mixer, but because of my schedule, I have a hard time streaming more than like twice a week. So to figure out my schedule for different channels is kind of hard, so I figured I'd just do it all in one go, and so far, so good. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want to see one. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! You're supposed to say kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She wants you to eat it. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, baka, dummy. All right. This girl is just a hot mess, huh? I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is trying to impress you. Oh, here we go. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that. You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. What the fudge? We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Aha. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. This is so twisted. And it encourages others to get into literature. Then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri's the best girl. Oh man, I guess I'll find out. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Hey Pedro, hey Yuri, thanks for popping in. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Well, we'll see. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with all their level of enthusiasm about literature. Right, 5 years is nuts. People all have their faves. It's true. So, Silky, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. I got friends! Hooray, Jet! Yay! Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without seeing after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Well, you know. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh god, horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Of course you do. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Yuri's basically me in real life. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Kinda are. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? What the fuck? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? Oh boy. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Blush time. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. This is so fucking twisted. What is your idea? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Of course, Sato. Yeah, of course. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Silky? Monica smiles. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Jen, I think it's part of the game. I never said I would join this club. Oh, Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Dejected, pissed. but I'm sorry. I thought, Silky, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I will join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Silky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? We'll find out. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Silky, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk homes together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. It fucking froze again. I didn't save it yet. God damn it. Son of a bitch. This is twice it's crashed on me. Who would you choose? That's a very good question, evil British guy. Who would you choose? I mean, come on. Shit! I didn't even save it yet. God damn it. Fuck. I wonder why it keeps crashing on me. Okay, wait. There's no way this game's supposed to crash every goddamn time I play it. No fracking way. And you can skip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Skip. Oh wait. No. Wait. What? Oh my god. No. Oh my god. This is gonna fucking kill me. Oh, the whole thing's kind of Yeah. Been through this already. Oh my god. Sorry guys. I don't know why this keeps crashing on me. I'm gonna try this one more time. Yep, run through all this. Yep, conversation, blah 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 blah. Do we have cupcakes yet? Yep, cupcakes. Yep. Stupid. If it crashes again, I'm changing the game. I don't know what to yet, but I'm gonna change the game. Guys, fuck that. Yeah. Let me save real quick while I'm here. Return. Pay attention. Yep. Been through this. Yep. Yeah. Must play Pokemon Go and you must live in the United States of Monica. Well, I don't have a favorite girl yet. I'm just starting for the first time, but for those who have played, who are your favorites? She seems so reserved and timid. Yeah. Oh, we're still only here? God! Yeah, story time. Yep, Mm-hmm. Let me save again. How far did I get? I have an idea. Everyone writes a poem. That's a great idea. Everyone's so excited about it, but I want to leave the group. But, you know, all you cute, sexy ladies make me feel guilty. So, no. There's some sting to it. Yep. Alright. Hang on. Yeah, I'm saving. Something's up with this game for real. I might have to like re-download it or something. Okay. With that, the two of us depart the club. And again, if this crashes on me again, I'm changing my goddamn game. Pissed. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. No, she doesn't. She does not have a Twitter account. No. For realsies? I gotta check it out after. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Shit. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Oh, well. Who am I aiming for? She actually does, though. That's really cool. I gotta check it out. That's kind of cool. Fireworks. Let's see. Who am I gonna run for in for first? Let's do dark because I'm twisted. Dark. Destiny. Vertigo. Seriously? Broken memories. Frightening. Frightening romance? Why not? Unstable Doki Doki. Unstable treasure. I'm reading it here. Hopeless. What's Rain Cloud? Anime? Yep, I like anime. Alright, so we're halfway done. Now, if we're half depressed, I want to have a half be happy. Let's see. Amazing electricity. Kawaii. Bubbles. Shiny. Rainbow. Fun. Together. Cool climax. And let's see. Sugar. That was a whole shitload of words. Hi again, Silky. You're glitching on me. I'm not happy about this. Hi again, Silky. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Great. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Silky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club, any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You need to cool your jets. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, snap, son. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Silky always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Silky can become good friends too. Boom, shy girl. Sayori? Nothing. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, oh my gosh, shh, call me Jess. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal, girl, if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Hey, Sea Bear! Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's, a visual novel. Yeah, obviously it's very anime-esque. Evil British guy? Yes, I'm assuming that no matter what happens, the end is going to be the same. Which I kind of assumed. But I remember I've watched a lot of different streamers play this game. I've never seen the full thing, but I've seen bits and pieces. I know how some things turn out and how the ending pretty much. I don't know how the ending happens, but I've heard about the ending. I'm very excited to see the whole thing pan out. That's all. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. They're cosmic. Oh, thank you. Honestly, those who have played this game, who come in here, the reactions are just what I need. Because I know, like I said before, I know the gist of the story of this game. But, oh my god, that was great. I needed that. Thanks, Cosmic. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I do know the ending, yes. And I was just like, when I heard about it, I was like, what the actual F? I gotta play this game. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuki gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will first come in, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after that, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Ha 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 ha. That's just so funny. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I'm saving again because I don't trust this game. Return. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Yo, alright. All up in my face. I open my eyes and find Sayori filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. I can hear her voice. I can hear her anime voice right now. And it's adorable. Is what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. So Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. Man, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Oh man. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that, meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Easy. Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I'll up in her face again. Saving. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Here we go. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Someone's going through puberty. Y'all want to fight Doki Doki? Iverson, come on now. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, uh, why does this feel strange to see Sayori Blaze's button up like this? Because she's got some boobies! But it's so stuffy. It is not worth it at all. Thanks, Cosmic. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms up and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Boobs. Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping them unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Ooh. Excuse me. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Someone's a little jealous. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Silky, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends, and so does me not saving this, because the game crashed too many times for me not to save it very frequently. Okay. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that doesn't ready. Wait, whoa. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Ooh. So whose poem should go first? Monika. I should start with Monika. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in an effort. Hey, Silky, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Silky. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that is that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Monika, my poem. I like this one. Yeah, I wrote it. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get reading your poem. So you're sure you're not reading too much into this? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri, but in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. You're flirting. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Will you? So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. Oh, shit. Wait, can I go back? Oh, that's funny. Oh, wait, this way? Not very good. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, shit. I want me to read it. Anyway, whatever. Oh, anyway, let me save it. I didn't mean to do it. That's funny. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been put an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Actually, that's how I used to write poems. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. All right, let's go to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Oh my god. I forgot to start speaking. That's great. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Excuse me. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to write and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick on a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes, because she loves to read. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together to properly, whoa, what? Let me just, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Sayoko committed suicide. Good lord. Hello. Spoiler alert? No, I didn't know that already, but anyway. It might take you some, just off topic, it's really cool having all these YouTubers who are fans of this game pop in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for popping in. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Bitch! I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Too late, you started. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. I like your handwriting. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, that's very nice. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I literally just said I liked her handwriting. That's hilarious. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Silky. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn put in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who's next? I don't know, but I'm cold. 1 second. I jet the name totally goes with this game. Totally. Spoiler alert. Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Because Sayori and I are besties-ish. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh my gosh. Aww. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs, my favorite animal, can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for someone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message, oh my leg, make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Girl, I hear you, Natsuki. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay, you ruined the moment. I'm glad you learned something. You totally ruined the moment. Didn't expect that from the younger one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Alright, Sayori, let's do this. Sayori! Oh my goodness. This is so good, Silky. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Aha! Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the other people you know, right? Whoa, I just put my own words there. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a silky poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like you said before, Silky. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here, but then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub my sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Yeah, I missed something there. Especially that last line. I meant eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Unless you die. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Wait a minute. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say that's something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Silky did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Someone's pissed. And Silky liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, here we go. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Silky appreciates my advice more than he appreciates your. Oh, shit. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh boy, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh snap! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew up size bigger as soon as Silky started showing up. Burn! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Silky, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Silky. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Silky? Don't put me in the middle of this, man. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I can't. Help me. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Silky. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. Shit. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's just your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. You go, girl. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Bye! Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can recognize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Really? Well, that's what you're gonna say to me? Oh my gosh. Really? That makes two of us. Oh shit. You can count on me. Oh god. Cause of my stomach to nod. She's such a genuine person, really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Silky, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh, shit. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about... Oh, whoops. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Silky, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Are you kidding me? I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Silky, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's everyone. Every day is going to be so much fun. Lasai. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Alright. Let's do something. Let's do cute this time. Cute. Kawaii and suicide, just because I want to. Let's see. Kiss, puppy, inferno, pout, cry, playground, memories. Always with the anime. Atone, horror, explode, scars, nightgown, disoriented, joy. I'm all over the map. Peaceful. Giggle. Twirl. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. We're been now. We're just been playing this game. Holy shit. Nice. Although I would have a log off soon. Right. I've got a little more comfortable with this. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Silky. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're already in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Excuse me. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her phone, but she fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha ha! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would just lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Sigrid to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little something like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got to absorb into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun side of you. Oh shit. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept my revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she had told you guys she was bringing me to a club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacked Sayori in the face and tumbled into the desk. Ow, what was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Yep, eats it. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're really going through a lot over here over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this moment with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the classroom. Ugh. Where is Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just doing something today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Sick. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Silky. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuki is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Silky, Silky! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, for how the festival is coming up, me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ooh. Are you going with Silky to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Silky? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Silky, you're not thinking about it right away. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like between my feet. The last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist them, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends I have summoned this joy, for now when I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, that's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey Silky, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing like the ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight for the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best of real God. Oh my god, I'm tired or chiseled. They are the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Ah, dropped one by accident. Smack. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls on the floor, the crayons fall over her lap. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Really? That really? Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Silky? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess my cold drink could do. You don't have to. I'm fine with it. Looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Ah, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Alright. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. I know likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the lesson where I left Sayori. She has one palm of her head and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they're all already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, baka. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey Silky, this kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play around outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over and quick as you could, you would really try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it wasn't your fault at all, you know? You know? You know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do. A little bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Alright, here we go. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this one too. Oh. Oh. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head, Silky. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Oh, friend zone. Really? Maybe you're right. Silky, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Until you die. Forever? Aww. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her in deep thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Never hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast or after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. Total friend zone. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good time. I was just about ready to start with our Sharon poems. Well, we're sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori turns the glasses around. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Silky. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. Yeah, I noticed that too. Your message didn't pop up, but your emote said. I was like, what the heck? Weird, but it popped up in my restream message, so I saw the friend zone message. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Save. Let's start with Sayori first. Silky, I really love your poems. I can't believe you're behind these from me. Huh? I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh, stop thinking weird things, Baka. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems in my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. What's so patronizing? I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with a pencil between her hands. Hey, Silky, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. She smacks her head. But being inattentive and for surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. You're a goddamn concussion, Sayori. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her to sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Ooh, fuck, it's long as shit, son. Bottles. I pop off my scalp by the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally done, I open up and in come my friends. Yeah, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shut and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I got dark real freaking quick. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. Hey, Teamy Underfell, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But I really can't say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Hang on a second. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I would take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me. You're Mexican? Do you live in Mexico? As good as me someday. That's, no worries, it's all good. So far, so good. No worries. Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you really never struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Yeah, let me see it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. Whatever friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone, you have a problem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has to be some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as if they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of people can too. That's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Silky. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. Mad Dog? Ugh. What's the problem? Why are you emailing me for? Have you even heard about this game? Do you know how messed up this game is? Do you? I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid. Hi, Jam. To be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. I know. you're just teasing me as always. How are you? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem we wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for my guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. An ordinary human. What are you only playing tonight? This game ends worlds. Even the Hulk can't withstand this game. True. Very true. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptoms. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, oh Lord. Oh, the Division, really? Oh my god. When last time you guys played that? It's been a while, hasn't it? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Parlin conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Oh, that's good. Is there like new content to Division? I was a little more jam with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. Oh, Meta, that's pretty good. I know you guys always play Division quite a bit back in the day, so mosquitoes, go handle your mosquito problem, bastard. I want to express the way it feels more for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Oh, they wrote about each other. Oh, yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. Alright. Make sure my mic been muted this whole time. What is happening with my... Interesting. There we go. Huh. Weird. Huh. Shit. Anyway. Interesting. Alright. Well, thank you for sharing with me. Yeah, you're welcome. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Last but not least, Monica. Monica-chan. Hi again, Silky. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Save. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori. Like the other one that you wrote. Uh-oh. You two are like the dynamic duo. She's gonna hate her. Aha, that's kind of an exaggeration. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign, creating, changing. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Ugh. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I know I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space words can totally change the mood of a poem. Agreed. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way is not very poem, it's about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Ew, sorrow, barf. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Save, hint, hint, save. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Male. I'm playing as a male. They don't have any other option but to be a male. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Oh, my back. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagine it. Yuki shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And then more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone the literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expression faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh my god. Another play on words? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice beside them in front of each other. No way, Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I do not understand. Finally, Monika finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri is all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quite quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the world and fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we get Yuri's recognition she deserves. It's not bad that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were just caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Nervous. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. So it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this from paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone and I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Silky liked it! I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that soft, sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Silky. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Silky lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go over what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good at this as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Dennis! Thank you for the host. What's going on, Silky? Go on, Silky. What's going on, Dennis? The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, wow. Hey Aaron, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case... I know, I've heard, Dennis. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already plentifully surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monique, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Silky, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Save. I'm about to call it quits from here. Oh my god. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to, there we go. Sayori fumbled with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Uh-huh. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh. Oh, here we go. Would I walk home with Yuri or would I still walk home with Sayori? I probably walk home with Yuri because I always walk home with Sayori. One time won't kill me, so she's gonna hate me. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I need you. Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with one of those such weird questions. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, let's do fireworks. Determination. Dance. Always a kawaii. Clumsy. Whip up. Twirl. Peace. Beauty. Boop. Intellectual. Games. Lipstick. Smile. Embrace. Treasure. Flower. Charm. Milk. No. Awesome. Okay, I'm stopping here because I will just keep going. Alright, I am gonna, oh, I should probably, okay, I'm gonna call it quits from here. I have to be up at 6:30 tomorrow morning. I gotta work again tomorrow. Ugh, I think tomorrow is day what? Day 13 of working straight. So I gotta get some rest. Oh my goodness. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming in, to all the viewers on YouTube. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's the most chat I've had in YouTube aside from my homeboy Jet, who's always there for me, and I really appreciate it. Dennis, thank you for the host. Mad Dog, thank you for popping in. Hope you have fun with Oni playing Division tonight. I am going to get some rest. I will try to come back on tomorrow. We'll see. No promises. Depends how long I work. Anyway, so Aaron, Timmy Underfell. Who else was on from YouTube? Let me just take a quick peek. I had quite a few tonight. Sayori committing suicide. Cosmic C. Evil British Guy. And from Twitch, Saber Light. Yuri Mochi from on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, and if not, you can follow me on Twitter at SilkyC to know when I go live. And yeah, so yes, I want to quit. So guys, have a great night, and we will see you guys again, hopefully if all goes well tomorrow. Bye.